Hi, my name is Austin Kunis, former oboe player, and this is Pricing at the Colorado Philharmonic. We're going to begin by looking at the principles of our plan, including our base price plan, differential and dynamic pricing, pricing communication plan and talking points, and our inventory management plan. So starting with our base price plan, we're going to look at our scale plan, which consists of our Masterworks, Pops, and Specials concert series all on the same plan. So you can see here we have the lowest amount of inventory for our bronze price point with the highest amount at our platinum. With this, we want to provide plenty of opportunity for our premium ticket buyers to purchase those highest seats, while also providing enough entry-level tickets to provide easy access, but not ensuring that everyone is buying an easy access ticket. With this gradual increase in availability for price tickets, the idea is that we could funnel our patrons from the bronze level into silver, into gold, and then ultimately into platinum. Now the next part of our base price plan is our price points. So you can see here with our Masterworks price points, we have our entry price at 15 and our platinum, our top price, at 83. And with our Pops and Specials price points, we joined these together because these are our two concert series with the highest demand. So with this, we have a $25 entry price and a $109 top price. A lot of these prices for both this price plan and the previous one is that we looked at our next best alternatives, such as the Boulder Philharmonic and Colorado Symphony. These two organizations have very similar performance repertoire, and we also looked at other special performances to see like what Renee Fleming was charging for her ticket prices. So with being able to consider this information, we will be able to identify, a strong value of what our work is worth, while also providing good competitive pricing. And of course, these pricing points can increase over the next few years to help generate further revenue and to help kind of boost our value of our work. So now we're going to look at our differential and dynamic pricing, starting with subscriptions. So with these, like previous years, they're available at the silver, gold, and platinum levels, and we have varying discounts per subscriptions, comparing the Masterworks 3 to the Masterworks 6 and the Pops 3 to Pops 4. Obviously, the more concerts you attend in your subscription, the heavier discount that you're going to get. And this is the place where we ideally want all of our patrons to land as a loyal subscriber. Now, a new program we rolled out was our student membership. Our students at the Philharmonic or SAP program. This is the $25 all-access plan that maximizes accessibility to local students and allows our student patrons to see more for less. This helps them by increasing their accessibility, making it easy on them, but it also helps us fill our excess seats. We have a huge concert hall and we rarely sell out. So to help them come in at the discounted rate could help fill our house, as well as help us reach our dynamic pricing for certain shows or ticket releases, which we'll see later on in the presentation. Now, we've also rolled out a new children's ticket program. With any child under 15 gets 50% off any ticket. This is our biggest discount at the Colorado Phil, and one of the biggest motivators for this, half of it was to ensure that we're getting solid revenue even from child's tickets, but also it allows our families to more easily access our organization, especially when subscribers bring our children. So, if you have parents who are both platinum subscribers, if they want to bring their kid, they could get 50% off a platinum ticket for their kid, which is a great, fantastic deal. So this is something we want to push, combining the subscriber discount with the children's discount for an ease of family attendance at the film. Now, we're also offering VIP experiences. This adds that extra special touch, such as adding a holiday gala around our holiday Pops concerts, $150 for a platinum level ticket and access to reception, as well as, pre and post show cocktail hours, smaller add-ons, just only $25 on top of any ticket level. These are small little events that could help generate extra revenue for us, while also creating a better, experience for our patrons, making the night more special. Now we're also releasing dynamic pricing for the top 25% of our performances. So you can see here we have our 3 capacity triggers, and each capacity percent sold, the price jumps a specific amount. So to be able to see this in a more applicable sense, here is our pricing chart for our Pops and Specials concert series with dynamic pricing and the impact it has on them. So you could see with our base price of $109, when we reach our 3rd capacity trigger, that price now jumps up to $130.80. So that's a 20% increase. And these, when it gets to that 3rd capacity trigger, these are people who really want to see the show, so they're going to be able to pay that much. So they have a much higher value on the show and allow us that value to translate into more increased revenue for us. So how are we going to talk about this pricing plan? These are a lot of changes. So one thing, it's maximizing potential revenue for us, But we're offering the best patron experience at competitive pricing while also creating new opportunities for increased accessibility. So, in the eyes of our patrons, we're providing them with the best music at the best value. Because we may make all these changes, but at the end of the day, it's the patrons who are going to be affected by them the most. So we need to make sure that we're having a patron-focused view on these and how it affects them. We've also implemented new inventory management. So, our supply is much greater than our demand. We almost have 2,500 seats in Ambassador Hall, and we never sell out. So we're going to have a hold and release approach that's going to help fill the house front to back, side to side, and it will allow for the greatest perception of success. So as you can see here, the first ticket release is only 900 tickets, and then we add on 150 more, 200, and so on until we have the entire house filled. So like I said with the student tickets, when we have more students, we could reach that first 900 goal first to release the next one, and then all subsequent ones. So by pushing everyone to the front of the auditorium, we're able to create a better perception of success both for our patrons and for our musicians and orchestra staff. So what are some of the success and opportunities of this pricing plan? Well, some of the successes we saw was an increase in single ticket revenue, an increase in our subscription revenue, and an improvement in filling Ambassador Hall front to back, side to side, creating a better perception of success, in addition to exceeding our previous student ticket sales by 8% through the new SAP program. However, we had lots of opportunities. Our subscriptions were flat. We had disappointment in subscribers when we reallocated our inventory. Some of our patrons lost their seats that they had from previous seasons, and our student revenue increased, but only very, very slightly. So when looking towards the future, there's lots of things we could do to ensure that our pricing plan continues to work. One thing is consistently assessing our price tables and price points. People's perception of values are always changing, so we want to make sure that our price points are reflective of the value that our patrons have in our organization. We also want to keep patrons in the loop for these changes. Like we saw with the disappointment with some of the patrons losing their seats, we don't want this to keep happening. So by keeping them in the loop, it can help keep that open dialogue to make these changes more easily implemented. New student options such as having specific student passes, either Masterworks, Pops, or Specials, that can be one way to increase revenue. And increasing versioning and subscribers, and yes, but actually kind of pushing them further, adding more perks to be like, yes, you could have this, but actually we offer this, which is a better value for you. And we could also track our patron progress through dashboards, revenue trackers and per capita measurements. And we could also see a natural progression of our patrons from, even at a young age, children's tickets, student tickets, single ticket subscribers, or subscribers moving from silver to gold to bronze, or silver to gold to platinum, You could see we have this progression laid out, and hopefully our patrons will follow that path.